Hello everyone, welcome to Sabadaki. So on this road journey, I am on the way to work. So I wanna do something. So I thought answering some of the simple questions when come to network engineer. So I would like to go through questions to be answered. What a network engineer actually does and how to become one in Singapore. Then I want to show you guys what are the demand and the salary looks like as of 2025 September, and what is the career path you can take if you're really interested in this field. Okay, let's try to understand what is a network engineer. So to understand what is a network engineer, let me explain what's really happening on the background, right? So in a plain English version, okay, we keep companies connected, we design and we maintain the cable, switches, routers, firewalls, Wi-Fi, VPN, so that people, app, and sites can talk to each other securely and faster. So day to day, that means set up and upgrade network gear, monitoring network performance, and network monitoring and securing network devices, then troubleshooting outage. So if anything break down, we go in, we put our sleeves, what do you call, fold your sleeves, then you get dirty, fix the problem, then you do the documentation of changes. So when we do that, we also know, okay, what happened next time, we see how to avoid it's happening. So that's where the documentation comes in. So think of a network engineer like as a plumber and a traffic police for data. So this is a combined one. So again, it's depend on which role you're taking. If you're only one guy in a one company, you're gonna do a lot of things. If you are entry level engineer, you'll be doing like very basic things. So it depends, but the overall is this is the thing, something like this. But it's very depth, it's very deep concept, a deep work, a deep it's a skill job. So that's a foundational level overview. Like if you're on a very simple level, so we saw already what is a network engineer, right? So the next thing is how to become one in Singapore. So I'm going to talk about the entry level. So what from zero, right? So where you start from zero. So the basic you need to learn is IP addressing, subnets, switching, routing, then comes under VLAN, then NAT or network address translations and ACLs, Wi-Fi, then fundamentals things. Then you can go for a certification like CCNP or Network Plus. So these certifications give you a very, very basic technical knowledge and concepts, design thought, designs, available designs, and what are the even history, how this networking got evolved over time, and what are the technology being used, and what are the technology being used in use, then what are the technology we're expecting to come. So if you're someone really interested in becoming a full-time network engineer, I would recommend to go for CCNA or Network Plus, but my preference would be CCNA because CCNA is covered by, or it's this certification is covered by Cisco, the company called Cisco. Not Cisco cert is Cisco cert, but this one is Cisco. It's a network manufacturer company that who build network devices, and they have a lot of bringing a lot of technology, network technologies. So if you learn CCNA, it will give that will teach you what are the network basic concepts like layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, layer 5, layer 6, layer 7, what are the things involved in these layers, what are the technology, or what are the topology, what are the protocols involved, then how to design a network and what are the designs available, how it change, how the enterprise network looks, how is the data center looks. So it can give you a very good understanding on that. Then one of the other thing, if you want to really successfully excel in this field, you need to have something called uh, you know learning, like what do you call, the interest in learning and hands-on. So for that you may need to set up a lab in your home using like packet tracer, or maybe you need to use like EVNG or GNS3 or what do you call, yeah, Cisco CML, or but these things are quite advanced concept. I mean, advanced tools. So you as a basic, how to say, someone who interested or someone who trying to enter into field, I think I would recommend packet tracer. So where you will learn and get exposure of commands, how to use which command, where, what are the impact if you use. So this will be a good opportunity for you to learn using hands-on labs. So the other thing is, when you go for an interview, this thing will be asked every time. Explain about technologies, or even how to troubleshoot, so that if you have that um, home lab, and you have put enough time to understand everything about network, even how to configure IP, how to configure switch. When you come to switch, there is so many things you need to do, like securing a switch, how to configure port channel, how to configure VLAN, how to trunk VLAN, how to use access port, where to use access port, and then so on and so forth. Like when you come to get into a network, router, so the router will be very complicated thing, because it's used a lot of routing protocol, dynamic, static. So in dynamic, there is so many link status protocols, and border gateway like a BGP. So it's a very big world. So for that, you need a home lab, or you need to have that interest to put yourself in this with that devices to learn. So the home lab is very important for you to build that skills. Then you may need to learn other things like Linux, little bit basic, and Python for the automation purpose. But the one is very advanced. So once you get into working, you will have that in your what do you call it, become a second nature for many things. Okay, let's talk about the final one for today, is the demand in Singapore. So what is the demand for in Singapore? Okay, so the demand is very healthy, because Singapore is a digital economy and it keep expanding, and it need a strong infrastructure people. So that is a one good thing. If you are in Singapore, if you're a Singaporean or PR, if you want to do a career switch, this is a very good field. You should try to do that. Then on top of the demand, I just want to add one more thing, is the salary, how much you get paid. So if you're someone who's starting with the junior level, you will be start like 3, 5, 4 all the way to 7. You can, if you have time, you can just go to any job search site, and you can just do an explore, like search network engineer with salary. It will give you all these informations. Then once you go there, once you enter into the field, then you have the opportunity to explore like which path you want to take. Once you've done a certificate, you have learned some specialization, like routing and switching. Then you can see whether you want to go into data center or network security. So you can see which kind of a path you want to go, or you want to go for full 100% on cloud networking. So all those things you can check. So finally, to wrap up my video, so since I'm getting closer to my work, yep. So what I would like to say is that thank you for watching the video, and do your searches. And if you have any questions, you help me to comment. I will definitely reply, and I will see how I can help, or how I can clear your questions. And thank you for watching, and please keep watching and subscribe if you're not subscribed. It really helps me to build this. I want to contribute to your success, so please subscribe. And thank you for your time and have a good day.